Second citation. Okay, complete each statement about parallelogram ABCD. Justify your answer. So here's a parallelogram. We're going to make some notes like at the bottom about parallelograms that we need to answer the question. So parallelograms. Okay, so parallelogram looks like this. Let me turn off on Okay, so parallelogram looks like this. What makes it a parallelogram is the opposite sides are parallel. So this is parallel to this, and then this side right here is parallel to this side. Meaning they go on and on forever and ever, same direction, and they never intersect. They have the same slope as well. When you have a parallelogram, some things that happen are the opposite sides are congruent. Using some heavy abbreviations there. Opposite sides are congruent. So in this parallelogram, this side is the same length as this, and then this here is the same length as this. And then the next thing that happens is opposite angles are congruent. Opposite angles are congruent. So in your parallelogram, what I mean by opposite is like the angles diagonal each other. So this angle and this angle are the same measure, and this angle and this angle are the same measure. Okay, and the next thing is consecutive angles are supplementary. So what that means is in your parallelogram, let's say this is x and y value, and then your opposite angles are equal, so this would also be x, and then opposite angles equal, that would be y. But x plus y, the angles right next to each other, add to 180 degrees. So if you needed to figure out one of them, you would just subtract from 180 to find the other. And the reason why that works is because with the parallel lines right here, you have a transversal, and then all the rules for parallel lines and transversals applies to these angles. And then the last one, diagonals bisect each other. So in a parallelogram, the diagonals bisect each other. Bisect means break something exactly in half. So with your parallelogram, you have your diagonals. These diagonals aren't the same length. This one's definitely longer than this, but they intersect at the segment's midpoint. So this is the same length as this. This here is the same length as this. Okay, so now using this, we can answer the questions at the top. Okay, I'll wait. Oh, okay. Yeah, the pictures are almost more helpful than the words sometimes. Okay. Then up here, now we can easily answer these questions. It says complete each statement about parallelogram ABCD. AB is congruent to what? AB right here would be congruent to DC. And then the next one, AD, is congruent to this over here, BC. And then it asks for what's congruent to angle D. Angle D right here. Remember, opposite angles are equal, so that would be equal to angle B right here. Okay, and then this one is just a weird question. The answer is A, but I'm not going to go over it. It's confusing. It was easy. Yeah, chapter 7 is pretty easy like that. Okay, so I'm going to pause this now, stop the recording.